I know we're hard to hear with the music. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Linen Rink here on the campus of the Frederick Gun School for tonight's matchup between the Spartans of Spartan Hockey and Watertown. This is the second game of the season.
To Chicago Hockey. With both teams, please line up on their blue line.
Our lens seems to be working here, and we've got the entire Spartan team and the Stars and Stripes all in view. We treated to the Navy bands.
We would like you to join us in a moment of silence to reflect on the tragic passing of Will Meade. Thank you. At this time, please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
You're here in the Crow's Nest at the Linen Rink with me, Mike Croft, and my partner, Will Nichols. Hi, Will.
Hey.
Spartans are giving a cheer. We're giving a look at the Watertown bench. Coach Vic DeCenzi, a disloyal Region 12 employee, Region 12 IT director by day, Watertown Pop Holy Cross hockey coach by night, standing on the bench. Will, I'll let you take the helm there, directing our iPad setup. Our public address announcer, Mr. Jim Conway, forewent the introductions of the starters in favor of our touching moment of silence. And here we have Gunnerell takes the face-off to start the Spartan hockey season. That hit the net, but we're going to keep playing. We got Henry Keel coming at this speed. That's a clean entry. Keel gets it to O. O dislodges number 3. It's a strong Spartan first line, and it's also surely a strong Watertown first line. And that is Matt Moeller, moved back to D early in the season here, starting with Peyton Thomas as his D partner. First Watertown shot is gloved by Miles Wilson. Will, you played with Miles Wilson, is that right? You played with Miles Wilson?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, okay. Got anything to say about his strengths, or hopefully not any weaknesses? If you know any weaknesses, don't say them too loud, okay?
I will not.
As a baseball catcher, surely Miles has a strong glove, and he showed it off on that first save. 15 minutes to go here in the first period. And line number 2, it looks like Nichols, Moore, and Shelters out there with Croft and Conway, the D pair. Coach Conway gets 5 brand new skaters out there. Croft stretching a little bit. Coming out of his D position, Conway digs. That's a nice disruption by Shelters. That was going to be a clean look at the net. Watertown Pomperock stick is down. We've got a lot of zone time here for the orange and black. Shot goes wide. Watertown able to make some changes here in the offensive zone. That's not a good sign. Cycling. Blue line to blue line pass. Deflection goes past Wilson. Zone is cleared, but Watertown is able to regroup. Everybody's out. Conway disrupts with his skates, as all good D-men are practiced at doing. It's looking like an initial tough go there for the Spartan hockey second line, stuck in their defensive zone for an extended period. Miles Wilson gets the cover. And that's number 17, Ryan Bonolo, getting his first ice time as a high school hockey player. That's Moeller, who is a forward by trade, playing D for the Spartans. And Spartans doing well to support him when he rushes the puck. When you've got an offensive-minded defenseman, you're going to have somebody retreating to the blue line when he gets deep. That breakout is not going to do it right there. A lot of pressure coming. Nichols with a lot of composure there. That's your brother, Will, and he gets it out of the zone. We have icing coming. You know what's funny, Will? In that Conard scrimmage, the Spartans were really on their heels. Conard, super strong team, defending state champs, and there were tons of icing calls against the Spartans, and tons of what I would expect in a normal game would have been called icing that just weren't called in that scrimmage. So I wonder if there's a little, like that one right there was not going to be called icing in the Conard scrimmage. Okay, we got Henry Keel getting almost clean entry. That's a lovely opportunity. Keel putting it towards the goal line, right into the crease, makes contact with the defenseman's stick in the crease. Croft steps in, keeps it in. Croft now gets deep. He's got support behind him. Number 3, Connor Seegers. Okay, we've got a 2-on-1 here. This is a dangerous situation. Jacob Tendler disrupted his stick. Very nice job by Tendler. Watertown has some very proficient stick handlers. When you say, well, some of these right-handed forwards, I haven't picked up names and numbers yet, but we will. All right, Gunnar O definitely facilitates a change. Jacob Tendler and John Croft are on the ice. Coach Conway gets a full change of his forward line. Claire Moore out there. Jameson McTamney, I believe. JMO, his teammates calling out there, number 13. And that was our first pipe of the year, Will. That was our first pipe of the year. That was like a bell rung. Well, it's the Christmas season, and every time a pipe gets hit, an angel gets its wings, I think. And the angel just got its wings right over Miles Wilson's right shoulder. The puck is returned to the ice by a generous fan, and we're going to play some more hockey. The Spartans fortunate to still be in a 0-0 hockey game right there. But I guess if it doesn't go in, it doesn't go in. Okay, 18, Peyton Thomas. We have Moeller rushing the ice. This is maybe the Spartans' best offense right now is Moeller with the, I hope I'm saying his name correctly, with the one-man breakout. Moeller, a very physical player, number 21 there on your screen. And there's Dan Shelters making a friend in the corner. That's Peyton Thomas, Claire Moore Class S Field Hockey MVP, absolutely dominant player in her senior year, playing what most of the world calls hockey, as opposed to the ice hockey that we play. Wilson makes a save. Jamo McTernan-Hamney applying significant pressure. Thomas laying shoulders on people. Dan Shelters got far side. Okay. No ice we have. I don't understand icing, Will. Where was that? Ryan wasn't icing, but. Thomas to Eli Tendler. Eli Tendler in his first game. All right, well, we have a 0-0 hockey game. In their only other interscholastic game of the year, the Spartans were ambushed by Conard. I was telling Will before the game, a goal 8 seconds in. And it's good to see Miles Wilson and the defensive core getting their skates underneath them here. A couple more offensive opportunities would be nice, but there have been some. Eli Tendler skating hard, applying pressure on the forecheck. Same with Ryan Bonomo. Luke Nichols applying pressure at the top of the circle in the offensive zone. Tendler to Conway. Conway smartly rims it. That's going to be Bonomo. That's not going to get out. Fortunately, the vision cleared for Miles Wilson. That was looking like it might be an obscured view. Referee goes down. Luke Nichols into the referee. Referee goes down, but he's a gamer. He's back up on his feet. Nichols gets his stick. A lot of shots coming at Miles Wilson right now. Spartans break out with a Nichols to Tendler pass. Tendler is going to get it deep. Nope, doesn't get it deep. That's blocked. Bonomo comes off. Watertown regroups. We've got Thomas and Moeller on the ice. And the Spartan first line forwards back out there, which I'm sure allows the coaching staff to breathe a little more deeply and calmly. Each team gets one timeout, right, Will? One timeout for each team. It's going to be very important for the Spartans to stay out of the penalty box. I'm going to knock on some wood. They're under massive pressure here. Moeller just looking to get aggressive at every opportunity. And as long as his teammates can support him, as I said before, I guess it's a drum I'm going to bang on here. And that'll be great. Oh, that's a tough one. That's a pass across the ice, across the crease, rather. Okay, that was a Keel to attempted centering pass. Oh, keeps it in. Not afraid of that blue line. Watertown goalie, returning all-state performer last year, so Spartans shouldn't expect anything easy. Nothing easy on the ice of a hockey game. But it's never easy when you have a high-quality goaltender, of course. Thomas. Spartans get back on sides. That's some buttery hands there for number 3, Max Sipes. Claire Moore and JMO applying the pressure. John Croft on D. And nobody's hands get raised in the air there, Will. That's a clean hockey play. I guess that's close enough, isn't it?
It was close.
All right, this is the Watertown captain. Just put 2 Spartans on their butts. I think that forward, Joseph Kovac, I think he got the shaft of his stick on that puck, deflected it, but it still ended up in Miles Wilson's breadbasket. 4:54 to go here in the opening period of the Spartan hockey season. Watertown in their second game. They beat St. Joe's in overtime in their first game. Croft tries to rim it. Bonomo does rim it. Tendler, no ice. Could have been icing. Bonomo puts the Spartan, the Watertown player on his butt, but goes on his feet, off his feet himself. Watertown doesn't have numbers, but they have speed. Not a lot of stoppages in this opening period, Will. Not a lot of covers. No penalties so far. Croft comes away with it. Croft gets it to Nichols, and then he gets a face full of Ward. Tendler gets his own entry, a precious commodity here in this game. Croft comes off with a smile after, okay, we've got a hanger here. Got a wonderful play by Henry Keel. Keel beats his man, had it on his backhand. That's a great job by him, isn't it, Will?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he turned that defender around. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. He's off, right? He's off? No, he's not off. Okay, Watertown has got to change in their defensive zone. 3 minutes 15 to go in this opening period. Watertown does not play a lot of players, Will. I'm told they don't go more than 13. It's 3 lines of forwards and 2 lines of D, and it's not going to be any more than that by any means or under any circumstance. We have some untended points right now. Watertown D-man walking in, disrupted there by Conway, number 12. Watertown regrouping. They jump and they chase. Thomas rims it, shelters. Puck in the air. Thank goodness for Gunnar O. He puts it on net. Lovely to see. No icing. Spartans able to get a change. Croft and Moeller back out there on D. Moore, Nichols, and Shelters as forwards. Moore back checking. Shelters back checking hard. Number 2, dangerous skater. Disrupted by Croft with a poke check. Shelters can't quite get the exit. Dangerous opportunity. Oh, thank heaven for Miles Wilson's glove. We're coming on 8 o'clock here, folks, and this is an important event, but the center of the Litchfield County high school hockey universe right now is the Canterbury School, where New Milford is taking on Northeastern and commemorating the loss of former New Milford skater Will Neeb, who died tragically in a car accident yesterday. Neeb, an outstanding defenseman in the Northwest Ice Hawks program, also played for New Milford and for Westchester Express, probably among others. I've been racking my brain, Will, to try to remember a time I saw Will lose a puck battle, and I couldn't remember one.
Give me too much credit, Rob.
I don't think I didn't see Will Neeb ever lose a puck battle. It's almost like a cheat code. All right, here we go. We'll talk a little bit more about Will Neeb and the loss of him to his family tragically. But we're playing hockey here. We've got a minute to go in this first period. Peyton Thomas gets an exit. No, it did go onto the Spartan bench. I think it hit somebody's glove and then bounced back into play. So we're going to have a face-off here to Miles Wilson's right. Okay, 1:07 to go. Peyton Thomas. But the mission is achieved. The puck's out of the zone. Spartans get an entry. Keel, now O trying to win this puck battle. That is maybe McTamney. Strong shot there from Matt Mueller. It came out of the glove of the Watertown goalie, and Henry Keel, if I'm not mistaken, was ready to pounce on it. And I think the Watertown goalie may have thought that he still had it in his glove because I didn't see him retreating back to his A spot. And really what the Spartans want to do right now is get out of this period, because so many goals happen right before the end of the period, right after an opponent's goal, right after your own goal. Those transition times are so often difficult to manage for teams. 23 seconds to go in the first period. Bonomo applying pressure on the forecheck. Tendler applying pressure on the forecheck. Tendler with an excellent poke check. 6 seconds to go in the period. I think they were, I'm not going to call it saved by the buzzer exactly, Will. That puck was on the backhand of that skater, but if that pass had gotten through a little more cleanly, that was an open first-line Watertown skater in the slot, and that's not what anybody's looking for on the Spartan side of things.
Definitely not ideal.
Okay, Will, so you've been doing a great job managing everybody's view of things. Feel free to, many of you have my cell phone number, Mike Croft. You can send an email or a text, or you can write in the chat on YouTube and Facebook. We're going to try to manage those to make sure that we're responding to any commentary about volume or, if my voice sounds nasally, there's not much I can do about that. So any comments about my nasally voice or how happy you are that this camera doesn't have, this iPad doesn't have a reverse camera, and Will and I, mostly me, can't get on camera. Anybody wants to celebrate that, those comments are unwelcome, frankly, and we don't really want to put up with it. But we are very pleased to be at the first intermission here, making ice at the gun school with Spartans up 1-0. Surely Watertown is going to keep coming at them. We're going to show Coach Vic Vicenzi and his coaching staff taking some time to consider what they want to say to their troops, what they want to say to their There are 13 skaters plus a goalie who end up out there. Let's see. We're going to have the same from Spartan hockey staff. The strategy session there. Coach Dan Moore. Are they on the screen where I will? I can't see. Yeah. Coach Dan Moore has got the marker in his hand. Coach Conway listening. A nod and a shake of the head. Conway, never a hard man to read. You always know what he's thinking, because usually he tells you. You agree?
A little bit. I think
Yeah, you hold back a little bit.
definitely hard to read.
He's hard to read.
I think he's hard to read.
Okay, all right.
Definitely got one of those cold faces.
So I think that's true. I often find, and I've never played a sport with him, but I have coached sports with him. That's not true. I have played a sport with him. We play baseball together. I've never been coached by him, although that's probably also not true because he coaches me. Anyways, I feel like he's got the cold face, or the face that doesn't betray much, but then he's going to soon after tell you what he thinks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we've got one comment in here on Facebook. It's a Let's Go Chapag from Heather Hurley. Shout out to Heather Hurley, wonderful Chapag teacher and supporter of these kids, coach of that state championship field hockey team that was captained by Claire Moore. And maybe I'll take a moment here and just see if I can emphasize what will be difficult to overemphasize, and that is the imprint that Claire Moore put on that field hockey season and that run that the Chapag field hockey team had. It was certainly a team effort, but she was just a dominant player, running things on both, from my perspective, from what I could tell, both ends of the field, making full field runs to track back defensively and also directing things on offense. And we've got Owen Moore in the audience. The Zambonis going right by Owen now, and that's Chapag field hockey coach Owen Moore, brother of Claire, captain and state final MVP, with his mom there, and Coach Dan Moore, dad, coaching Spartan hockey team here. So, as usual, Chapag Athletics a family affair, especially for the Moore family, but also for the Nichols family. Luke Nichols, on the second line centerman, right, Will?
Yep.
Second line centerman. Will, a former winger, but D-man at heart for Spartan hockey, class of 2023, right?
Correct.
And played 4 years?
3 years.
3 years, because you played your second year of Bantam hockey.
No, because COVID hit sophomore year, so we didn't get a season. Yeah.
On behalf of a grateful world, I want to apologize for your suffering. There was a lot of suffering during that time, but the suffering of losing a high school sports season is not trivial, and we're not glad for it at all. Well, I thought that 15-minute counter up on the scoreboard was going to start counting down the length of intermission, but the length of intermission is just how long it takes the Zamboni to go, right?
Pretty much.
All right. And is it 15-minute periods? Usually it was 16.
No,
That last one was 15? All right. That's good. All right, so tell me, in a minute, Will, I'll ask you to give some commentary on the first half. I know you were manning the camera, but we're interested in what you think. There's two of us up here, and only one of us is a real hockey player. So, and yet I'm the one who ends up, who's talking a lot. So tell us some thoughts about that first half.
So far, I'm really liking the physicality. It's nice to see them active and going after the puck over. The only problem I see with it is that we are getting ourselves out of position. Not a lot of box movement, and we have a lot of offensemen trying to dual wheel, both being on offense and on a defensive zone during those blocks, and the one defenseman in front of the net. Now, when it
You're
comes
talking
to
in the D zone, right?
Yes, in the D zone.
Okay. Yep. And so tell me what you say more about the out of position. And I wish we had. I'm going to bring a whiteboard next time. My hockey coaching clipboard where we can draw on.
There we go.
We're going to be able to draw on that. Feel free though to point your finger at places, right, Will?
Sure. Okay.
So you're going to educate us here. Ready?
All right.
So here we are. We're in the deep, let's pretend this will be the Spartan defensive zone in the second period. So talk us through
Sure.
out of position.
So what I noticed a lot was that what we're doing is what I like to call puck watching. So we'll have our offensive men, one here, one over here, one down here, one over here, one over here, and usually the center is in the middle. And wherever the puck goes is where the wingers go. Say the puck goes down up here at the blue line.
Yep.
Our left winger comes up to go get in his face, give some pressure on it, get him to lose it, while the center comes in to cover him. What I'm noticing is that a lot of our offensive men are starting to puck watch. So say the puck gets taken down in the corner down here. Watertown's guy goes down in, and the defenseman, rightfully so, does go down to get there. But what ends up happening is that if it's down there a little too long, we end up seeing both the defenseman, the center, and maybe the left winger get drawn down there as well. So now we got 3 guys down there drawn down, stuck puck watching, while we got the center completely open for a shot.
Yep. Like on that very last play there.
Exactly.
Sounded.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Easy way to fix that is just to keep your heads on a swivel. Look around, see what's going on, and always have open communication with your players. If somebody goes down there and it's taking a little too long, say, hey, I got him. I'm going to go help him out. Or, hey, D, go help him out. Get that puck out. And when you do get that puck out, when we get to those breakouts, you got to make sure whoever's the winger down here or the center, get down here at these hash marks, get ready to receive that puck. And it's going to be tricky, especially if they've slided up the boards, but you got to do your best to catch that puck and make sure you're facing up. Because if we're facing down here, well, you're going to turn around, you're going to get a shoulder right to the face.
Will, I think that it's not going to be long before you win an Emmy as a hockey analyst. Thank you for the education. I'm getting some input that sometimes our audio is not great, like we're underwater and hard to understand, and then it sounds pretty clear. It's not our voice, according to the feedback I'm getting necessarily, but like the sound system.
All right.
So we're going to tinker a little bit. I just move my mic up a little bit. If you want to move your mic up a little bit, that might be good.
Sure.
And we'll welcome any feedback that we get on anything. But we'll try to tinker with our sound system here and see what we can do. I'm gonna listen to the YouTube. You want to take a break here for a minute, Will?
Sure.
All right. I don't know. I'm not ready to pause the broadcast. Okay, we are doing a test here, trying to play with the sound. So, Will, if you want to talk a little bit too.
Sure. So far, it's a decent start. We got a goal in. It's nice. I'm liking the activity we're seeing down here. Just all we really need is just some more focus. Keep on those positions. Communicate, heads up.
Love seeing. I don't want to jinx anything, but I love seeing us out of the penalty box, Will.
Oh yeah.
I mean, to have 5 skaters the whole time.
Getting a little worried with the amount of physicality we're seeing. We might see a penalty or two, but as long as they rein it in and make those hits at the necessary moments, where it makes the most sense, where it's the most useful, we'll probably stay out of the box. Keep those hands down, keep it clean.
Hands down. All right, so we're gonna mute it and see how our audio is doing. We'll be right back. We are off mute and we are on the ice. That's Henry Keel coming away with the initial face-off. Spartans first line, of course, back out there. That's Keel, Connor Segers, apologize if that's not right. And backed up by number 18, Peyton Thomas, and number 21, Matt Moeller. Number 22, John Croft, and 18, Teddy Conway, as well as Jacob Tendler has been playing defense also. Spartans running 2 and sometimes 3 lines, right, Will?
Yep.
They're trying to cycle back to that. Oh, boy. That's a bummer.
Oh.
That is just a messy exit. I don't think that kind of turnover is going to happen, but you talked about focus, and it is the kind of turnover and the kind of opportunity that happens because of a lack of focus. And, Watertown's putting pressure on. Credit to them. They're in the forecheck there.
Able to pressure us to put the puck right up the middle where they want it.
Yeah. Croft throws it at the net. Croft, number 22, and Conway, number 12. I said Conway, number 18. That's wrong. Number 18 is Ryan Bonomo. But I'm wrong again. 17 is Bonomo. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm going to learn this, folks. I'm sorry to be slow here. Will's much quicker than me.
I wouldn't say that.
Eli Tendler, number 28, gets the puck deep. We do have a new hockey game about, 30 seconds into that period, Will. Still the first shift of the period. When the Spartans seem to have possession of the puck and the ability to get a clean exit. Didn't get the clean exit. Turned the puck over closer to Miles Wilson than to the dot. And seemed to win the puck back. And then turned it over again. And Wilson is beat. I think that was over his left shoulder, right glove side high.
I believe so.
Spartans have their number 2 line out there. That is Jamo McTamney, I believe, and Claire Moore. That's a very, very quick move by Miles Wilson to make that save. No ice. No ice. Okay, Dan Shelter seems to be hurt somewhere in the rib area. Shelter slowly comes off the ice. Henry Keel forward. He's got a one-on-one. Dan Shelter's stick is in the way. Well, you tell me if I'm getting the shot, okay?
All right, I'll let you know.
Okay. Oh, that's a great wipeout there by Polar. Pressure back situation.
Oh no, rather.
It's, you know what? It's just about the best offense, and this is not a disparaging thing that I intend, but the best offense they have is Moeller getting the puck behind the net and going 210 feet.
Oh yeah.
To the goal. He's weaving through people and got a shot on goal there, despite really having no opening.
Yeah, I'm a little glad he covered the puck right there because we had 4 guys down there. 3 offense, 1 defense, nobody on the blue line. That could have turned ugly very quickly.
Right, okay. Yeah, thank you. I missed that. Well done. Okay, O is going to take the face-off. Brings it back to Keel, the winger. O slides it to the net. Keel gets cleaned out. That's a tough one when the puck ends up behind you. You turn and take a whack at it. And there's an opponent with a head of steam coming at you. Okay, Chandler gets it probably a little higher than he wanted, but he did get a lot on that, and no harm done. They're going to go right back to the face-off dot. And O seems to have his way right now with his winning face-off after face-off. Croft winds the machine and gets some speed going backwards. A strong back check by Guerrero. What a heroic effort that was. You know, Will, tell me if I'm wrong, but there's nothing like a back check.
Oh, I love back checking.
Your coaches, your goaltenders, your D-man.
Back checks can make or break a defensive zone.
Yeah. Wilson, I keep calling him Wolf because I know Miles Wolf who plays D in hockey. Anyways, Miles Wilson, excellent job kicking the shot to the corner. Not a lot of rebounding opportunities for Watertown Pomfrog. Holy Cross, name just rolls off the tongue. All right, we have some tricky zone changes here in the second period, right, Will?
Oh yeah.
We got those forwards are in an offsides position when they come on the ice. And the D are in an offensive position when they come onto the ice. Which is not always what they want. Okay, Tendler Jacob clears the zone. Luke Nichols putting on the forecheck. John Croft, 22, spying the Watertown forward, and Wilson gloves it. Okay, well, Watertown was probably thinking after that Spartan goal that their goaltender is going to collect that puck with his glove 9 times out of 10, and I think the Spartans are thinking that they're going to have that zone exit 9 times out of 10, the one that led to the Watertown goal. So both teams feeling like they ought to have a 1-goal lead, and neither of them do. We've got a senior-heavy Watertown team. They're putting a lot of 12th graders out there on the ice, and Spartans are putting a lot of 9th graders out there on the ice. They're getting significant time from Eli Tendler, from Ryan Bonomo. They've got sophomores too. They've got freshmen who are waiting to get on the ice, ready to go for Coach Conway. Jackson Joyce gets the puck out of the zone. 9:40 to go here in the second period. We're welcoming any audio or the video here. We're getting good input. We just got a thumbs up there on the audio. Number 9 for Watertown Pop Rock. Fast, very fast skater. Fast enough to avoid Peyton Thomas there. That's Richard Rogers, a junior. Thomas clears the zone. Boys. Coach Conway tells Peyton Thomas to get off the ice, looking for a change. That's Moeller trying to wind the machine again, but the Watertown forecheck is enough. Gonna have to close out that point there. Wilson deals with the deflection. Another one. Coach Conway's going to be happy with that cover because he wants to make some changes just to get some fresh legs on the ice, I'm sure. Moeller and Thomas come off. Tendler and Conway go on. Claire Moore gets a zone exit. Love to see it. Smart and doesn't have an icing call coming her way, but Watertown dispossesses Chippewa in the neutral zone. Jacob Tendler smartly takes the pass and gives Miles Wilson a clean look at the shot. It's such a counterintuitive thing. I can't think of another sport where you're going to have an offensive player in a threatening position and your job as a defender is not to defend him. But those goalies benefit so much, right, Will, from a clean look at the puck?
Oh, yeah.
And so many goals come from deflections and obstructed views by the goaltender. But I am told, Will, that the conventional wisdom has been overturned on blocking shots, especially up at the point, that wingers are being taught to go for the block shot up at the point whenever possible, and being taught less to give their goalies in those situations a clean look. Did you experience that?
I can't say I've experienced it, but I definitely understand it, you know? Getting that extra blocker up there is definitely a plus. It just comes at the cost of possibly blinding your goalie.
That was a 3-on-1, Will. Not something Wilson wants to see.
Oh, no. Although I think our defender did the right thing there, staying in the middle, getting in the way of that passing zone. Force the offensive man to shoot a shot on Miles, comes down to Miles making the block.
That's the theme, right?
Yep.
This is another chance here. Henry Keel very strong on the puck. Keel digging in the corner. Wins the puck battle and gets a zone exit. Heroic work by Keel. Eddie Conway tries to get an exit. Will he get to that? Quickly upright. Takes a shot, saved by Watertown goaltender. We're on the same page, right, Will? In soccer, it might be a goalkeeper, but this guy's a goaltender, right?
Correct.
All right. Peyton Thomas.
That's what you call a back check, guys.
That was a hard back check. You don't always love seeing your D-man do a back check, right, Will?
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather see my forwards back check and lifting a stick while my D-man has a nice gap that he's controlling. But Moeller with a big, huge effort. Ryan, be ready, is what Coach Conway said. So Ryan gets there. Ryan's closing it. That's a great job by Bonomo. Coach Conway saw it coming all the way. He knew he was going to want his young forward to close out on the point, and he did. And that's the situation you're talking about, where sometimes those forwards get deep, Will, and then those wingers get some open space, or maybe you said the center gets open space.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh, those curl, when the center curls like that, it's so dangerous. I hate seeing it for our opponent. Big effort there by Moeller. Oh, that was very dangerous. Will Nichols with speed. I say Will Nichols with speed? Luke Nichols with speed. This is ugly. There's turnovers right in the slot. They just just lead to so much opportunity for those curling centermen. All right, Watertown puck at the goal line, mess in front. Coach Odell calling out points. Does not want an untended puck carrier or an untended Watertown skater to be able to receive that puck. Coach Conway imploring his skaters to clean it up. Croft and Conway out there on D. 12 Conway, 22 Croft, Claire Moore 24. Dan Shelter's wrist feeling okay. We have icing coming. No ice goes off. Dan Shelter is rewarded for his big effort. But Tammy can't quite peel it off the boards. Claire Moore with a big neutral zone battle. Conway takes away space. Great job. I believe they call that stepping up, right, Will?
Oh, yeah.
Step, they say to the D-man. Claire Moore applying more defensive, neutral zone pressure, rather. Shelters pulls a spinorama move. Another save by Wilson. He is racking them up. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. That's not what we wanted, Will.
No.
Croft lifts the stick, takes the puck. It's not out of the zone yet, though. Shelters gets to his knees, tries to block. That's a one-timer that does not quite happen. You know, that's a skill, isn't it, Will? Those goalies, when they can cover the moving puck with their glove.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And they're not just timing it. I think it's like a heel down, right? Heel down and then cover like that. Is it something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
Because Miles Wilson runs the risk of deflecting that puck into his net on that one. This is not his first time. This is his 400th hockey game or something like that.
We just saw it earlier, right before he covered the puck with the three guys down on the left side of the ice from our perspective. Guys, we got to keep your heads up with that open communication.
That's a big stiff lift by Thomas there, because that puck was on the far side of the crease, and Wilson was on the near side of the crease. Gunnar O disrupts with his skates again. That's no one. Deal. That's a nice job by Moeller. Back to Thomas. You know, if O had caught that on his forehand side, which I think he was trying to do, he had a nice look at it.
Oh, yeah.
I love Gunnar O's shot. I would love to see what he could do there. But we have Field, O, and Seeger. We've got a lot of people up. We do not have a lot of people back. Woo. Great save by Wilson. And a great back check, too. I think that's Seegers with the back check. That would have been dangerous if it had been on. Seegers applying pressure. Nicholas gets out. Watertown delayed offsides. Moeller is going to wind it up, isn't he? He's going. His teammates know it. Dolson onto the pad. Eli Chandler was in traffic, but almost had a look at it. Spartans with a little bit of sustained pressure here as the puck ices to Miles Wilson's right. Now, this is my first experience with high school hockey, or at least paying a ton of attention to high school hockey. Watertown can't change on that, right? They said they can't change.
I don't believe so.
Can change. That's not the rule in youth hockey, but
I'm not sure if it translates the exact same.
Let's check. We'll monitor that and see if. Okay, Croft steps up, and number 6 for Chabog Jackson Boyce gets it deep, which you'll love to see. 2 minutes to go here in the second period. David Temple can't quite keep it in. Croft in a race. Croft tight turn to the boards, just like Brad Camp taught him. Croft gets smushed up a little bit, loses the puck. Croft takes it, drops it to himself. Boyce gets it out. Luke Nichols in a great position. Chabal with some pressure from the second, maybe third line. It's the third line, right? Oh, that was a great opportunity. Shot was a little wide from Eli Kramer. 1:21 to go here in the second period. Ice! Watertown looking for an ice. Coach Vicenzi wants him to throw it down. This is a great job by the third line of forward from the Spartans. That's Eli Kramer. Luke Nichols, the third line. Jackson Boyce. Eli Tendler behind the net. This is a tricky situation here. There's a lot of Watertown skaters. Oh boy, that's a tough spot to get a dirty entry. Will Spartans would have loved to possess that puck and clean. Henry Keel flying around the ice. Eli Tendler strong in the poke check. Tendler and Croft out there. Tendler continuing to put in maximum effort. Gunnar O closes the space on the backhanded shot from Watertown, which makes Miles Wilson's job much easier, I think. That backhand didn't have much on it. Croft and Tendler come off on D, and Thomas and Moeller head back out. Spartans are in. Nice job. Seegers push it wide. Thomas throws a shot at the net just as the clock expires. Spartans lost that period 1-0, but definitely had more zone time than they did in the first period, don't you think, Will?
I would agree, yes.
What did you see that was maybe different or maybe not, but I bet you saw some differences between those two periods.
I think the biggest thing right now, not so much positioning, well, a bit of positioning, but heads up. You know, too many times we got three guys in our D zone in one spot on the puck, leaving our whole center open. Or when we're down in our offensive zone, there's no triangle around the net. Again, too many guys clumped up together, not enough space to move around, get the puck moving, create some distance, and get some open shots on net. You know?
When you talk about a triangle around the net on offense, maybe you could show us on our telestrator where the guys would be in that triangle.
Sure, I'll try my best. So with the triangle, the goal is have one guy on each end around the net.
At the goal line?
Not so much the goal line, it's a continuously moving triangle. But the goal is wherever the puck is, one guy's going to move and the other two are going to position themselves to form a triangle. That way you give yourselves, open lanes. So say the puck's down here and your guy goes down over there. If you got your two offensive men up over here, they're going to reposition. One's probably going to go down here.
You meant D, two D men?
No, I meant offense. Two forwards, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So get one in the puck down here.
Yeah.
He goes for that. The other two are going to reposition, figure out, okay, where's the best position to create this triangle. So say the puck's down there. One offensive man's probably going to be about the hash marks there or top of the circle. Other one's going to be somewhere around the net, maybe even behind it if our offensive man's caught up. Behind the net, get an open lane, get that puck forward, get a shot on net, and then, or you can pass it back to your points, get some distance, get some open lanes. But,
So, we haven't yet figured out how to pause this broadcast, so if any of you are, watching in the future and trying to figure out why we filmed the entire intermission, it's because we don't yet know how to pause the broadcast. So we're not going to talk the entire intermission. We're going to take a break. Does that sound okay, Will?
Sure,
sound
yeah.
good? We're going to take a little break, but we will be back. And right now we have a 15-minute hockey game, right? It's a 15-minute hockey game. Because the scores, it's a 0-0 effectively. We got a 1-1 game, but It's what are the overtime rules, Will, in high school hockey?
It's been a while. But
Okay.
I believe it's going to be around. It may be around 10 minutes. Maybe it's 15-minute overtime.
Sudden death?
Sometimes it's really finicky. Sometimes it'll go into a shootout, but that's usually really rare. Other times, most of the time, it just ends in a tie.
Definitely youth hockey. It seems hit or miss with the rules, especially with overtime, but other things too. And apparently that way sometimes with high school hockey too. All right, we're gonna mute ourselves and let you watch the wonderful work of our Zamboni master. the Linen Rink second intermission, brought to you by the Linen Rink Snack Shack. Stop by for all of your snacking needs. Secondary sponsor is Doritos, the new nacho cheese enhanced flavor, coming soon to a rink near you. This is a beta test. Linen Rink has gotten nacho cheese. This is version 2.7. It's an exclusive release from Doritos to the Linen Rink Snack Shack, so stop on by for the low, low price of $2. We're fortunate, folks, to have expert analysis coming at us from Coach Mike Gora. Coach Gora says that Spartans lucky to come out of that period 1-1, not enough offensive play, too many giveaways just inside the defensive blue line. Got to get the puck to the next zone, especially during long shifts. Okay, so Coach Gora, words of wisdom. Sorry for the pause and commentary. I was just enjoying my nacho cheese Doritos. All right, 14:31 here to go in the third period. We have no ice because that slapper exit from Peyton Thomas came off one of his teammates' shin pad, and that led indirectly to a gunner-row spin and shoot opportunity. That's a 44-second shift for that first line of the Spartans. Croft and Conway out on D. And I think that's Luke Nichols playing center right there. Won that face-off. Croft with a shot. No cover there. Nice opportunity for a rebound. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Oh, didn't that look like it got through the fine so well?
It looked like it was going to be a dream.
I thought that he didn't have him closed up, but he did. It's a strong goaltender. Bonomo gets it deep, knocked off the puck. Nichols chasing. Conway steps up. Exit, Croft is there. Croft is going to have Tendler. Gets it to Tendler. Eli's going to get it deep, we hope. Conway puts it on net. We've got an ice goal. Okay, now we've got Claire Moore, 24. Dan Shelters, number 10. And 13, Jamison McTamney, backed up by Matt Moeller and Peyton Thomas. Moore kicks it forward, gets into the corner where Shelters loves to operate. Shelters digging. Claire Moore with a shot on goal. Peyton Thomas with a slapper off number 3, the winger for Watertown. Thomas, great job keeping it deep, or getting it deep. Shelters gets back onside, so the IceHawks able to apply some forecheck pressure. Number 2 for Watertown, so dangerous. Joseph Kovac. Tammy. George Conway really wants that puck to get deep, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah.
12:42 here to go in the third and final period. Here's number 2. Here's Kovac. Just making huge problems. He reminds me of a point guard handling that puck. He's got it on his string, faking shots, getting defenders to stand up straight like they're going to block the shot, and then sticking it around. Glad to see him get off the ice. He's a mess. Very, very strong player. Okay, Jacob Tendler and John Croft playing D. Gunnar O, Henry Keel, and Connor Seegers, Luke Seegers, out there for the Spartans. At the top of the crease. Keel gets it back behind the net to Croft. Machine gets an exit. No ice, not sure why. That's a post. Angel just got its wings, Will. Back. No ice. Gets it to Keel. Fluttery hands from Keel. Croft with Mohawk skating move. Enters his zone. He's going to shoot it. Nope, I was wrong. Are you good at smacking down pucks in the air?
No.
Terrible. Jackson Boyce applying pressure on the forecheck. Luke Nichols back checking. Wonderful disruption there by Eli Tanner. Luke Nichols getting in the way. Here's number 2 again. I think that's the move, Will, right? Get physical with him.
Oh, yeah. Get in his way. Block his stick. Tie him up.
No ice. That puck's going to go.
Best way to lock someone down isn't always a big hit.
Big hit. Locks him down. Eli Tendler with a great job putting that pressure on. Oh, I wanted that puck to stay in the zone, Will. Tendler, he plays like Claire Moore on the field hockey field. He's up, he's back. Don't like him seeing him without the stick. We're just breathing up here, Will. That's why we're not talking. We're breathing. We're just breathing. As Miles Wilson shows us all that he has the puck. Okay, we've got 4. Alright, that puck gets out. More shelters. Got a little Dorito stuck in my throat, Will. Missed the call, Will. Why do we have an offensive zone face-off?
Icing.
Okay, great. All right. Jamison McTamney is going to take the face-off. He's going to try and get it to Croft or to Conway. Doesn't happen. We got a 2-on-1 here with Croft. What do you think about that, Will? Croft took the puck.
Yeah. Definitely a little ballsy, but I get what he was doing.
It's a family show.
My apologies.
It's after 9 o'clock on the East Coast. Everything's good.
I definitely see what he was going for. Getting that lane open for Miles to see clearly, where the puck was going to come from.
Clearly, I was worried that he was in Miles' eyes.
Well, I believe he passed it over to the other guy.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So he tied up the guy. Who was open.
Maybe?
Yeah.
All right. This first line for the Spartans is out there. Gunnar O back to Peyton Thomas. Smart move by Thomas to get it deep. Keel throws it at the net. Muller gets control of it. Shoots it high. A lot of pressure here. Keel battling. Muller. That was interesting. That wasn't quite a D-walk, right? That was, he wanted to get it away from the boards, and he just skated it like a forward.
Yeah.
All right, we've got Tendler, Conway, Bonomo,
Luke.
Tendler, and Nichols. Watertown, number 2, wins the puck forward. This is a dangerous moment. What a great poke check by Teddy Conway. A potential game-saving poke check. Bonomo. He knows he's alive after that contact. They're playing physical and they're playing smart, I think. And this line is giving them some life. Conway with a big play against the glove from Casey Thomas. He knows how important that was. That was Watertown's best player in my humble estimation, Joseph Kovac, coming with speed down the right side. He had one man beat Teddy Conway, and Conway poke checked it away bravely. Coach Conway sends back Thomas and Moeller and Moore and Shelters and McTamney. McTamney stick handles. Gets it to Shelters. What a catch by Dan Shelters. Danny, gimme Shelters. Giving the puck some shelter. Blair Moore applying pressure. McTamney applying pressure. Oh, I love it. I love it. Danny Shelters making a mess in front of Matt Moeller's shot. Here's number 2 again, Will. He's going to wake up in the middle of the night sweating. Thinking about Joseph Kovac. All right, we're halfway through this third and possibly final period. Dan Shelters talking to the referee, making friends, everybody's smiling.
It's one word for it.
Smiling or talking? Referee.
Bit of both.
Miles Wilson frames that strike beautifully. Like he called the high fastball and then the pitcher threw it. Gunnar O's going to take the face off. He's got John Croft behind him. Off. No ice. I guess accidental icing isn't a thing, huh? That's good. Seeger is maximum effort. Croft gets beat. Conway's there to support him. Off the disruption. Keel clears the zone. Watertown passing, not crisp. Oh, applying pressure. Keel has it against the boards, throws it. Oh, jumps over the puck. Maybe taking away the goalie's eyes. Luke Nichols is on. Got a partial change for the Spartans. Keel with a professional steal of the puck. Oh, forward, backward, shoots wide. Nichols. Croft keeps it in. Watertown gets the double change. Two skaters all over the ice. Hamler cuts it back against the grain. Tries to pass it to Boyce. Can't quite connect. Croft gets off. Moeller gets on. I hope I'm saying Matt Moeller's name. I gotta check on that. Moeller. Watertown delayed offside. Thomas skating it forward. Watertown skater deflects it, so there's no icing. Eli Tendler, a ferocious forechecker. I've known for a long time that Eli Tendler had a big engine, but this is an incredible display of that motor. Peyton Thomas didn't have a lot of options with Kovac there, and he stepped up into him beautifully. 5 minutes to go here in the third period. Those are shelters. You can't quite glove it down. I think there's tired legs out there, Will. Claire Moore is no dummy.
There you go.
Puck deep. Beautifully done. Dan Shelters never saw a hit he didn't like. Thomas keeps it in. Beautiful. Oh, Will. Those point blank shots,
I swear those went between the pads there for a brief second.
And it looks like such a great opportunity. You have the puck in the crease effectively. So what are you supposed to do with it? An NHL player is going to drive back and hoop it, I guess. I'm not going to do that.
Oh, quick releases.
Yeah. Connor McDavid is going to put that in the bottom of the ceiling of the net, right? I think. But there's so much pressure coming down on you.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Gunnar.
The way I would go is quick releases, and if it bounces off, quick release again, rebounds, you know?
Yep. Gunnar, tremendous energy here. Ruff keeps it in, gets it deep to O. Can't quite get it out.
Oh.
You're clean. Get it deep. There we go. All right, now I'm talking like a dad, I guess. All right, 3:43 to go. There's more than a strong skater. So 16. Quinn Delaney, a sophomore for Watertown, very, very strong with the stick. Croft finds himself in the offensive zone. Luke Nichols throws it at the crease smartly. Ryan Bonomo making a mess. We love it. Watertown gets it clear. Matt Moeller has that thing on a string. Eli Tendler tries to get it to Moeller, can't quite. Nichols had to make a quick decision to get the right one. Nichols putting in maximum effort. Winds the machine out of the back, gets it into the neutral zone. Coach Gora says just get it into the next zone.
Wow.
Oh, Will.
That's a robbery if I've ever seen one.
Let's see number three.
Woo. Miles with the back-to-back save. Oh.
Save from Luke Nichols. I don't think it got his padding. I think that if it did, it got the thin part of the padding. I haven't seen anybody. It looks like we have offsetting penalties here, right, Will? Bonomo going.
Yeah, I believe so.
All right, 2-2 here. All right, so these are two offsetting roughing penalties here. So we're going to be 5-on-5 here, right, Will?
Believe so.
I'm told that the reason why everything's 5-on-5 when it's offsetting penalties is because Wayne Gretzky used to send his goons out to get some offsetting penalties and open up the ice for Wayne Gretzky because he was pretty good 5-on-5, and when it went 4-on-4, he could score at will. So he'd send somebody out there to get some offsetting penalties. They go 4-on-4, and he's an automatic goal. All right, so Spartans have been over in the box for 2 minutes. Watertown has 2 skaters in the box, so there will be 5-on-5 playing hockey. All right, Seegers is going to get back on sides, and then the Spartans will apply the forecheck. Keel and O are going to have to retreat. Wilson making save after save at this point. The bench calling for pressure. The penalty box calling for pressure. Connor Seegers applying the pressure. Very hard. Jacob Tendler comes away with it. Gets it deep. Tendler gets it deep. That's what you want. Excellent job. They get a change. And Watertown not crisp with their passing, so Croft steps in. Croft and Tendler playing D right now. Moore, Shelters, and McTamney playing forward. Claire Moore, the center, back checking. That fastball was high and inside on the righty. Miles Wilson able to track it. Croft staring at the chest. And Coach Vic DeCenzi going to call his timeout. Watertown taking their timeout. 51.6 seconds to go. We got a 1-to-1 hockey game. So they're going to be in through a whistle. So this is going to be 35 seconds and a whistle for the 4 boys in the box, right, Will?
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Bonomo and Thomas checking with the referees to see what their rights are as prisoners of the state. And they're told that their rights are to stay in the box until there is a whistle after 16 seconds remaining. And when there's a whistle, they'll be able to get out. Coach Conway telling his team, be smart, keep your hands down. Doesn't want any penalties here in these final 51 seconds. All the strongest available skaters are going to be out there for both teams. I have to say, I'm upset that Joseph Kovac is not in the box. I was really hoping to see him draw one of those. I was hoping to see him draw one of those offsetting penalties. I wish him no ill. I just like it when he's not on the ice. That's my favorite place for him to be, is off the ice. All right, 51 seconds to go here, Will. What do you think that, let's put you out there as a forward maybe. What are you thinking about as you get into this defensive zone faceoff?
What I'm thinking about right now is taking this one zone at a time. Sure, there's 51 seconds left, or 57, but focus is what's needed right now. Focus, think about zone after zone after zone.
Coached by Coach Gora. Oh, a little deflection pass to Gunnar O. O takes it wide, keeps the puck.
There you go.
Croft put it about 5 feet too high. Moeller, Croft is going to have a regroup opportunity.
Dump it. There you go.
Deep, taking advantage of the delayed offsides that we have here in the National Federation of High Schools rules. 12 seconds to go. The penalties are clear, but the boys are still in the box. Well, Will, we're going to find out what the overtime rules are.
Yeah.
This is Watertown's second game of the year, their second overtime game. They beat St. Joseph's in overtime in their first game of the year, and so much of your season comes down to what you make of these one-goal games. The 5-1 games exist, the 7-0 games exist, but a lot of any good season is overtime, one-goal games. can you win those? Let's take a look at the Spartan bench there, maybe, Will, and see what it looks like Coach Conway's instructing his troops with. We asked Coach Conway if we could mic him up for this game, but he said nothing and walked away. So we took that as a no. We're going to work on him, though. Maybe I'll put a bug on him and he won't know it. If I put a bug in the bottom of his baseball cap, like a really subtle thing. He hasn't changed that cap in several years.
Oh,
so
no.
I know that's the cap he's going to wear. All right, Coach Moore. Boys to talk. Referees come check in with the Spartan coaches. All right, there's 8 minutes up on the clock, Will, so that answers part of our question.
Part of it.
I'm going to guess. This is my guess. Your guess. Maybe Mike Gore is going to text us with the answer. Okay, he already has. Wow, incredible. Coach Gora has told us that this is an 8-minute sudden death overtime period. Yep. Okay, here we go. We have 8 minutes of hockey remaining. If nobody scores, if somebody scores, that's the end of the game. Hog puts out Moeller, I'm sorry, I haven't learned that yet, and Thomas, and O, and Keel, and Seegers. Just beautiful work by Matt. I'm just going to call him Matt because I think I might be saying his name wrong. That was my boy there, number 2, who I did not like seeing. and Matt took it away from him. This is our back check situation, Will. This is what we're talking about. You know, I'm not a goaltender, and I think you're not either.
Nope.
But I'm familiar with the concept of the positional save, and it seems to me that Miles Wilson is making a lot of positional saves. He's just in good spots. His depth is good. His speed is good. His lateral movement is good. He's not having to flail and dive and jump. Okay, Bonomo tries to track it down in the corner. Nichols and Tendler try to get it out. Nichols gets it to Bonomo. Tendler collects it in the neutral zone. He's in. Gets it deep. He left the street. Tendler still flying around the ice.
Good job keeping it in.
You know, Will, it would be a heck of a time to see our first power play of the game.
Oh.
We haven't seen it. I think it's been a pretty clean game. There was really only one time when I really expected the referee's arm to go in the air, and I think you did too.
Oh, yeah.
When,
Robbery.
It was a piggyback ride. When the Watertown players took a piggyback ride over here in our left offensive zone. That's a smart play by Thomas, in my opinion.
Nice block.
Yeah, Henry Keel keeps the gap nice and close. Doesn't give him anything to look at. Blocks the shot. There's Matt. That's a nice breakout pass. Center O behind the net. Peyton Thomas wants the puck at the point. Danny Shelter's giving him everything he has. Matt's ready to go. Thomas throws it behind the net beautifully. That's what you want to see. Henry Keel chasing. A daring incursion by Matt. Great help by Dan Shelter. Smart play. Throws it at the net. Blocked and saved. Connor O is tired but still competing. That's not a spot you want to see. Holy cow. Holy cow. What a save by Miles Wilson. What a save by Miles Wilson. Matt M's shot at the point is blocked. I think that if he had that back, he's not going to take that shot. I think he's going to throw it to the corner. That's a dangerous play. And Miles Wilson has a straight 1-on-0, and there's nobody able to chase. So it's just Wilson, and he stands him right up. He just stands him right up. Claremore through the neutral zone. 5 minutes to go. Claremore gets the deep, as she is so good at doing. Look Nichols, back to pressure. Croft tries to angle, loses his stick. Teddy Conway dispossesses. We're going to have our first penalty here.
That's just unfortunate.
Yeah, all right, Watertown goalie comes off. Not sure what the referee said about why it was a center ice face-off, but he wanted to explain that to us. Do you know what he said?
No, I did not know what he said. That one escaped me.
All right, so Coach Conway sends out Keel, O, Croft, and Muller. We've got a 2-minute penalty power play for Watertown here. 4 minutes 30 to go in overtime. Coach Vicenzi from Watertown surely sends out the skaters that he's most comfortable with. Wouldn't that be a heck of a thing if that went in, Will? Whew. All right, I don't have a lot of experience outside of USA hockey rules. It'll be interesting to see all the icing that happens. Henry Keel skating backwards, controlling the gap. O retreats. Croft tries to close the gap and apply pressure. Watertown spins the wheel. Oh, can't quite ice it, but he does clear the zone. Forces the Watertown regroup. Kovac winds the machine. Matt can't quite get it out. Gets it out now. Gunnar O gets it out. Watertown slowed in their regroup there as number 12 goes down. That's Lucas Longo. Ice by maybe Matt. We've got 55 seconds to go. John Croft comes off. Peyton Thomas goes on. We've got an energized penalty kill here for the Spartans. Wilson moving side to side well. Puck cannot get its way out of zone. It just doesn't know how right now. 27 seconds to go in the power play. It's out of the zone. Henry Keel skated this entire penalty kill. He's completely gassed. Spartans make a change. It's a vulnerable spot because their players don't have speed and Watertown does. Here's Kovac coming wide right with speed. I think that was Kovac on his own rebound, Will.
I believe so. Actually, I don't know if it was a rebound. It might have just been straight in around the net. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a high-quality hockey game. What a competitive event there. What a competitive event. Watertown wins its second straight overtime game to start the season. Miles Wilson, I think it's fair to say, stood on his head. I don't know that he got to triple digits in saves, but he had a lot of saves. Okay, well, there's our hockey game, folks. It was a great night to be in the Linen Rink. Excellent game between these very familiar foes, Watertown and Chicago. We'll see you next time on the Spartan Hockey Network. Thanks, Will.
Yeah,
That was fun.
it was fun.
We'll do it again soon.